Welcome to another video. This is part 3 of my to-do list, and we are going to tackle one of my biggest fears. And one of my biggest fears is cancer. And so we're going to tackle car cancer, which is rust. And the number one, or one of the number one places to look for rust starts down here at the jack mount points. There's 4 of them, and I have previously checked, as you might have seen in my first video, that the front left was showing a little bit of rust. So essentially the thought of rust on my car is haunting me. I can't sleep because I'm thinking, what's behind these panels? So that's why in this video, I'll take them off and hopefully I won't find rust. Lots of other videos that I have watched, there's always people breaking clips. There's only one video where a guy actually mentioned this tool here. Let me get it out of there. This tool here to help get rid of the clips without breaking them. So that's the goal. No clips. No rust, no clips. Broken. First step is to remove both of these screws here before we can get to the clips. There we go. And in this case, is there another screw? Oh yeah, there's rust here. I've already found some rust, which I'm of course not enjoying. It's flaking. There's no holes as far as I can see. Pulling the rubber back. The rubber's kind of orangey, copper color. This will need treatment, but I really hope that it's not as bad behind here, because if it's like this everywhere, then I've got quite some work ahead of me. Let's start with the first clip and then try and get a good angle on how to use this tool without breaking the clips. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, can't see shit. It's intense stuff. I'm pressuring it, but I don't want to just break it. Maybe something else in my toolbox might help. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some quick research again. Only difference I can see in other people's videos is that they wear gloves. We did break off the first clip. I might be able to glue this. Probably not, but at least we broke the one closest to where we use screws. Okay, not broken. Clip number 2. I'm going to show you the mechanism once we have it off, because that's easier to show you. There we go. That's 4. And that's the last one. No, I don't. Okay, that was surprising. But it's looking pretty good. As you can see, there's dirt, but there's no rust. None of the red pest. It's quite stoked with this. At this moment, only one clip broke. I broke this one, and it should be having a second one of these on that side. So now, if we go up here to the other part of the clip, if it pushes in, no resistance anymore. So it needs that second part. But that gives us an idea of how the clip sits in there. If it's tight, you're really just pulling this out. Now, if you're applying pressure slightly to one way or the other, up or down, that's what breaks the clips. So that's why a tool such as this, in which we kind of can, get in like this, pushing out like this, is the ideal way to get rid of the clip. And that's the way I did it with all of the other ones down the line, and it didn't break them. It broke the first one because I just wasn't quite sure what I was doing. So hopefully when you're doing this, you're not breaking any of them. I'm actually not getting to where I really want to get, which is around the jack mount point. So what I'll have to do is probably remove this back door one, and then I can get to this part. I'm not actually sure if I have to do that, but while I'm at it, I might as well. It's kind of when I like doing some chiropractor you know, somebody's body, you're like, wait, you're like, fuck. Oh, wait. You might start at the top on these ones. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. This is horrible. Horrible experience. But I didn't break any clips. We do actually, in fact, have to remove the panels to get to this part as well, because here's one of the screws, and this screw is not looking too good. I can't even really see what I'd need to open it. This is an 8, but I'm not too confident in my ability to actually open this up, just because it's so rusted and kind of already broken. Now that's just going straight through. Fuck. So we've got the lube out, kind of using this to just clean it as well. Just no way I'm moving the screw with the tool I have right now. I don't know what to do. Nah, I'm not getting onto it. So the screw's not catching, so I'll be trying with a pecker, as they call it in the business. That's the wrong way. If I had the right tools, I could just smash it open in no time. Any mechanic will do this in 2 seconds. This is going to take me hours. I think the solution is to take everything apart but this screw, so that at the end it should just fall down and we can see the rest, clean the rest, and put it back for now. I know this isn't ideal because I don't want to have this rusty screw here, but I don't have the tools, so I have to make do with what I've got, and what I've got is improvisation. So yeah, let's get all of the other stuff gone. I don't need to remove the back panel. I can just remove the tiny panel at the back sitting in the wheel. Is it a wheel cage? It just looks like clips to me. I'm very close to fucking this clip up. And I think it turns out we didn't even have to remove it. So let's use the 8mm on the wrench to take off all the bolts from the bottom. And I've seen several, so I'm assuming there's about 8, 10, something like that. I think it's important to mention at this point that a lot of the flow of the water, so say it's raining, there's a lot of drainage that works around this car, and a lot of the drainage also goes along under here. So that's probably why there is rust, and seeing that all the dirt has clogged it up, there's no wonder that that is a potential area for rust. To get to the rest of the screws, we have to pull this off. And this is really just a pull. Didn't even have to open the back door. Should have probably. Here we go. This can take a good clean as well. More screws all along the side panels. I've got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. The door might need to be open for this. Wait, I forgot more. There's 2 more that I somehow skipped. 3 that I skipped. Is there rust behind here? Probably. How much and how bad is the real question. Or are we gonna have the moment of truth? Yeah. So here we can see it's mostly dirty. And that what I just showed you was the back. This is the front. And this is where I was even more scared. But honestly, it's mainly just the jack mount itself. So I'll inspect it a bit closer, but I'm really happy. Look at the amount of dirt in here. Look on the ground. And once it gets stuck completely, you know, it's not just gonna magically come loose. So it was really important today that we opened this up and got here. Still got the issue with the screw here just not wanting to open, but we've got far enough to get a good idea of what it's looking like. I think that's about as much dirt as I can get with my hands, and I think it's water blasting time. Gently water blasting the rest, then drying it off, making everything nice and clean, and hope that I can put it all together before the sun sets. We're going to start with the hose before we get the water blaster out. In here, we've actually got something else that I haven't showed you yet, which is my authentic, era-authentic roof box. This is a jet bag and was bought up by a jeweler probably in the 90s sometime. It's going to look fantastic once I've got roof racks. But we're here for the water blaster, which I now remember is upstairs. So I'm very fortunate to have a helping hand today, not only on the camera, but also on the cloth. So in the last step, I'm going to dry all of this off. We got to most of the dirt. There's a little bit of grime still stuck here. I'm not too concerned about that because that is not going to cause me any rust issues. I'm not going to see it again, so I'm kind of just going to have to live with it. Or the next time I take it apart, I'm prepared for the screw, and then I can give it the ultimate clean. I'm going to use a leaf blower to just get rid of the rest of the moisture. It's kind of like at the end of a car wash, isn't it? The multi-purpose can says it displaces moisture, it stops and attacks rust, it stops squeaks, and it lubricates. So all in all, I'm probably going to just add a little bit of this spray to my screws before I put them back in. And I think this is going to be better than just putting them in as they are. This is basically the reverse of the removal. Get into the top groove first. So actually, it's kind of good to mention that it's like you push it in, and then it goes forward a little bit to properly get in. And then, yeah. When it clips in, that's just the cleanest clipping in sound. But clipping it out is the most horrible thing ever. Now all we need to do is put this thing back, and once again quickly check out what's top and what's bottom. So the thin part of this is the top, which will then allow me to just hopefully slide it in. Might have to slide it in from the back this time. Oh yes, that fits in there. Smug. I'll wrap it up now. Got 3 screws left. Cheeky wee water blast to get rid of the fingerprints, but I think then I'm done for today. And what do we have? 1, maybe 2 broken clips. No rust. Like, worst rust that I saw was actually under the door, and that I can access without removing all the panels. Got it all back together now, and I'm super happy. But wait, that's not what I wanted to say. Give me a second. So I'd like to take a quick moment to thank the people that have reached out to me via Instagram or YouTube and simply gave me some tips, gave me some hints to what I should do next, what I should look out for, and I'll definitely come back to that in the next videos. For today, we've done 1 panel, there's a few more to go. I probably won't film those because it is the same thing. If there's anything that's worth mentioning, if I do find some crazy rust, then I'm sure to let you guys know. But with that, I'd like to end it today. So thanks for watching. See you next time.